Have you ever looked at a woman and felt like her presence was saying something her lips never dared to speak? It's not something loud, not something obvious. It's subtle, almost invisible. Maybe she smiles politely, maybe she laughs a little too softly, maybe she pretends nothing unusual is happening at all. But there's a moment, a split second, where her eyes linger a bit longer than they should. Her energy shifts, her breathing changes, her body leans in almost unintentionally, and deep inside you feel it. A spark, a pull, a silent magnetic tension that words can't explain, and the real question rises inside you. Is she just being kind? Or is she secretly desiring you? See, warrior, most men have no idea how subtle real female attraction truly is. They look for the wrong signs, big compliments, obvious flirting, dramatic behavior. But a woman's real desire, it rarely shows itself in bold actions. It hides beneath the surface. In psychology, in micro-expressions, in the way she adjusts her energy only around you, in the emotional frequency she emits when she thinks you aren't paying attention. Because a woman can control her words, she can control her posture, she can control her image, but she cannot control her subconscious. And the truth is painfully simple. A woman will reveal everything without saying a single word, if you know how to read her. But most men never do. They chase. They overthink. They miss the signs that are right in front of them, not because they're blind, but because desire in women is quiet, refined, and deeply psychological. So today, warrior, I'm going to show you 5 powerful psychological signs that a woman secretly desires you, even if she hides it behind confidence, silence, maturity, or self-control. These signs aren't loud. They aren't dramatic. They aren't obvious. They are subtle threads of feminine energy that only a man with awareness can detect. And once you learn them, once you truly understand how women reveal desire without speaking, you will never see a woman the same way again. Sign 1. Her energy synchronizes with yours. A woman may never confess her feelings directly, but her energy will expose her long before her words ever dare to. Psychologists call it limbic synchronization, when 2 nervous systems silently lock into the same emotional frequency. It's deeper than body language, deeper than flirting. It's instinct. Maybe you lean back, and instantly her shoulders drop, like her body is giving itself permission to relax around you. Maybe you speak softly, and her tone shifts, becoming warm, slow, almost melting into your rhythm. Maybe you smile without thinking, and her lips unconsciously echo the same gentle curve. This isn't mimicry. It's not imitation. It's alignment. Her subconscious is whispering, your presence feels safe. Your energy feels familiar. I want to match you. Because the female mind doesn't synchronize with men she feels nothing for. It only happens when she senses emotional gravity, when your presence influences her nervous system more than she realizes. A woman can fake confidence, she can fake politeness, she can even fake disinterest, but she cannot fake energetic resonance. And this is where a stoic man separates himself from the average one. He doesn't rush, he doesn't brag, he doesn't jump to conclusions. He simply observes, because real attraction rarely announces itself. It doesn't scream. It doesn't demand attention. It whispers through rhythm. It reveals itself through synchronization. It exposes itself through energy. The man who notices this, without ego, without overthinking, becomes magnetic without even trying. Sign 2. She finds reasons to cross your path. Women rarely walk up and say, I want you. Their approach is softer, subtle, strategic. Instead of confessing desire, she creates a world where your paths naturally, or accidentally, cross. She starts appearing in the same hallway, the same gym section, the same cafe line, the same online spaces. Coincidence? No, this is proximity attraction. When her heart wants closeness, so her mind starts engineering opportunities without fully admitting it. She'll create tiny openings, asking you a question she already knows the answer to, pretending she needs help with something simple, starting small talk just to stay in your orbit, sitting near you even when other places are available, being randomly around whenever you appear. She won't chase, she won't be obvious, she won't risk looking desperate. Instead, she'll gently place herself in your atmosphere, again and again and again. Her presence becomes intentional. Her timing becomes too perfect. Her coincidences become patterns. And a stoic man? He doesn't brag about it. He doesn't assume she's his. He doesn't become overly available. He stays centered, grounded, indifferent yet aware. He lets her reveal her intention at her own pace, because he knows something most men don't. The more a woman desires you, the more she will return, not with words, but with presence. He doesn't chase the connection. He creates space for it to unfold naturally. Because when a woman feels drawn to a man's calm masculine energy, she finds her way into his world without being asked. Sign 3. Her voice changes when she talks to you. A woman's voice is the one truth she can't hide. She can control her words. She can control her facial expressions. She can control her reactions. But her voice, that's where her real feelings slip through. Around her friends, at work, with strangers, you've seen it. Sharp, confident, quick, controlled. A woman's voice in public is her armor, but when she talks to you, the entire energy shifts. Slowly, softly, almost invisibly, but not to a man who pays attention. Her tone softens like warm velvet. Her pace slows, as if every second with you feels worth savoring. Her sentences stretch, just a little longer, as if she doesn't want the moment to end. And the most fascinating part? She doesn't even know she's doing it. This isn't strategy. This isn't manipulation. This isn't her trying to sound cute. This is pure biology. When a woman feels emotionally safe with you, truly safe, her parasympathetic nervous system switches on. This is the system responsible for calmness, trust, and feminine warmth. Her breathing deepens. Her shoulders relax. The tension around her jaw loosens. And her voice naturally lowers into a more tender melodic tone. It's her body's unconscious way of whispering, I trust you. I can let go around you. I can be soft with you. Because feminine energy only softens when it feels the presence of grounded masculinity. This is why the same woman who sounds bold, assertive, even intimidating in a meeting in London or New York, suddenly melts into a warm, almost musical tone when she's talking to the man she feels drawn to. And here's the secret most men never learn. The man who triggers this shift is not loud, not boastful, not overly eager. He doesn't try to impress her with stories or jokes. He doesn't rush to fill the silence. He doesn't perform. He stands still inside himself, calm, grounded, emotionally sovereign, unshaken by pressure, unbothered by outcome. Because a grounded man creates an emotional environment where a woman's guard naturally drops. His presence does the work. His stillness calms her storm. His steadiness relaxes her body. Masculine stillness softens feminine energy. Always. So when her voice becomes slow, gentle, intimate, it isn't a coincidence. It isn't a cute moment. It's her subconscious revealing what her mind might not have admitted yet. She's already chosen you, even if she hasn't said the words. A woman's voice becomes a mirror of her emotional truth. And when it shifts for you, that truth is loud and clear. Sign 4. She remembers details you forgot you even said. When a woman is secretly desiring you, something remarkable happens inside her mind. Something subtle, something instinctive, something she doesn't consciously control. She becomes a collector of your moments, not general memories, not random details, not vague impressions. Your moments, your voice, your stories, your preferences, your dreams, your wounds, your habits, even the little things you say once and never think about again. This is feminine attention at its highest form. She remembers the exact way you said you take your coffee, the offhand comment you made about your favorite childhood movie, the type of cologne you prefer, the brand of shoes you like, the goals you whispered one night when you were half tired and half honest. She remembers your routines, morning, night, and everything in between. She remembers the things that inspire you. She remembers what frustrates you. She remembers the look on your face when something mattered to you. Not because she's trying to impress you, not because she's taking notes on purpose, and not because she's strategizing. It happens because her mind has silently placed you in a category reserved for very few men, the category of emotional significance. In psychology, this is called selective attention. The brain filters out millions of details and focuses only on what emotionally matters. And for her, that's you. She could forget meetings, chores, errands, deadlines, but not you. Not the details tied to you. Not the things connected to how you think, feel, and move through the world. Because a woman only remembers what her heart refuses to let go of. And here's where most men destroy the very thing that attracted her. They take her attention as a green light to chase, to brag, to overtalk, to become excited and predictable, to seek even more validation from her. But a stoic man never does that. He stays calm. He acknowledges her memory without letting it inflate his ego. He appreciates it quietly without performing. He stays grounded in who he is, not who she thinks he is, because he understands a powerful truth. The moment you depend on her validation, you lose the energy that made her notice you. Women don't fall for the man who gets excited by their interest. They fall for the man who remains unmoved by it. Not cold, not arrogant, not dismissive, just steady. A woman wants to feel that she discovered something rare. A man who is consistent whether she is watching or not. When he doesn't shift his personality because she remembers his details. When he doesn't change his vibe because she gives him attention. When he remains the same grounded, self-led man. That's when her attraction intensifies. Because her remembering your details isn't proof of your worth. It's her response to your worth. It's a reflection of the presence you carry, the energy you radiate, the steadiness you embody, the masculine calm that makes her feel safe, seen, and curious. A stoic man honors her attention, but he never becomes attached to it. He knows she remembers his details for one reason. He made an imprint she couldn't forget, even if she wanted to. Sign 5, she shows beautiful nervous energy. Real desire never enters the room with confidence and certainty. It rarely arrives polished, controlled, or perfectly composed. True desire sneaks in quietly, with trembling hands, shy glances, and a heartbeat that refuses to calm down. When a woman is secretly drawn to you, it's her nervous system, not her words, that reveals the truth she's trying so hard to manage. She may appear composed around others, sharp and self-assured in her career, bold with her friends. But when she stands in front of you, something shifts. Her body starts speaking before her mind can censor it. She might play with her hair without realizing she's doing it, adjust her sleeves, neckline, or jewelry just to release nervous energy, laugh too quickly as if trying to hide her rising tension, look down, and then glance back up to see if you noticed her, repeat sentences she normally wouldn't, fidget with a bracelet or ring, grounding herself through touch, speak softly but stumble slightly, her voice betraying her heartbeat, move between confidence and adorable shyness in seconds. This is not insecurity. This is not weakness. This is not her being unsure of herself. This is emotional overflow. Her body is experiencing two worlds at the same time. Her mind says, stay calm. Keep it together. Don't reveal too much. But her heart whispers, don't mess this up. He matters. That internal tug-of-war creates the kind of nervousness that can't be faked. It only appears when a woman feels something she can't fully control, not crush-level interest, but deep instinctive attraction. And this is exactly where most men fail. They tease her. They get overexcited. They comment on her nervousness. They try to use the moment to gain an advantage. Every time a man does that, her body retreats. Her guard rises. Her heart stiffens. Because she doesn't want to feel exposed. She wants to feel safe. A stoic man understands this. A stoic man does the opposite of what most men do. He remains still, grounded, calm, present. He doesn't react to her nervous energy. He stabilizes it. Because feminine energy naturally settles in the presence of masculine stillness. Your calm becomes her refuge. Your steadiness becomes her emotional grounding. Your presence becomes the place where her anxiety softens. In that moment, you stop being just a man in her life. You become her anchor. And something magical happens. Her nervousness melts into warmth. Warmth deepens into trust. And trust becomes the foundation of deep magnetic desire. Her nervousness is not a flaw. It's not awkwardness. It's not a lack of confidence. It's the purest sign that her heart is waking up. That she's investing emotionally. That she feels something powerful and unspoken. And a stoic man recognizes this truth without exploiting it. Without chasing it. Without needing validation from it. He simply holds his masculine center and lets her feminine energy unfold naturally. Because a woman's nervousness around you isn't a weakness. It's a window into her deepest attraction. A window only a grounded man knows how to honor. Conclusion. Attraction is not a performance. It isn't loud. It isn't dramatic. It doesn't announce itself with fireworks, grand gestures, or poetic confessions. Real attraction is quiet, subtle, instinctive. It moves beneath the surface in the places most men never bother to look. It lives in the micro moments, the softening of her eyes when you walk into the room, the slight shift in her breathing, the gentle alignment of her energy with yours even when she isn't aware of it, the excuses she makes to be near your presence, the nervous gestures she tries to control but simply can't. These are not coincidences. They are confessions, silent, delicate, unspoken but undeniably real. And now, warrior, you can finally see what other men remain blind to. You understand the language beneath the surface. The language feminine energy only speaks when it feels something powerful, a language made of glances, energy shifts, nervous touches, and emotional subtlety. But there is one truth every stoic man must tattoo onto his soul. A wise man never chases signs. He observes them. He reads them. He understands them. But he stays unmoved by them. Because the moment you make her signals your purpose, you lose the calm, grounded strength that inspired them in the first place. A stoic man's value comes from within, from his purpose, his discipline, his emotional sovereignty, his ability to remain centered in a world full of noise. And when a man stays calm, when he stands still inside himself while everything around him slowly reveals its truth, that's when he becomes truly magnetic. Your presence becomes the gravity she orbits. Your energy becomes the peace she seeks. Your stillness becomes the fire that draws her closer. This is the quiet power men spend their whole lives trying to understand. The power you now hold. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.